Hey Fanatics, DJ Bricks here, back for another review. And before we get started, as always, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. YouTube is showing me that most of the people who watch my content are not subscribed. If you like what you see, just subscribe to the channel. It really helps out a lot, as well as ring that bell so you are notified of whenever I upload new content. Lego, on Fridays I tend to upload random licensed themes that Lego puts out for just random movie licenses that Lego gets. And today we have Lego Minions. They did get the license to this franchise, so I actually do find these sets appealing. I am a little curious here, so we're gonna get into the set. It is the set number is 75546. It is Minions in Gru's Lab. It comes with 7 pieces. It's recommended for ages 4 and up. I will note that it is a 4+ set, so expect a little bit more simplistic build as we get into breaking the set down. It does retail here in America for $20 and that price may seem off just due to what you see here, but that is pretty much par for the course with these types of sets. So without further ado, let's start getting into the set and deconstructing it, seeing how it stacks up, starting as always with minifigures. So going over the first figure, Kevin here, we're going to take a look at how Lego chose to portray the Minions compared to Mega Bloks. Or Mega Constructs as it's known now. They pretty much generally went the same route, though it's less customizable than Mega Bloks, but you still have some nice elements here. That bottom leg piece is all one piece. You can just take the head off, I'll plop something else on. That is round and 4 studs. The arms are kind of short and they are removable. You get some nice printing for the front pocket there. And then you get some mouth printing, and then the eyes are just tiles that you can take off, and you can actually pop them back on and have a different look for the eyes there, as you can see. And pretty much it's very nice. And then you get a little new piece for the tuft of Kevin's hair at the top there. But that does it for looking at Kevin. So Otto, pretty much same deal as Kevin. You do, though he is a lot more bigger, wider figure. You do still have the same general design for the arms and the torso piece, where it actually just separates at where the goggles are for that. You get some nice printing for the overalls as well as the mouth, and then same thing with the eyes. They are actually the same print, same color, everything. Again, you can pull them off, rearrange them to get them looking however you want, and then you just get another new piece that is removable for his tuft of hair up here, which is pretty nice. But that does it for Otto. So looking at the builds for this set, you get 3 pretty standard builds. You get a large build here for Gru's lab here, and then you just get a little barricade and a nice little rocket cart thing. But we're going to start out with the lab here because it's the biggest, and the other 2 just kind of factor into it. They do utilize one of those big base plate pieces that are standard across the 4 Plus sets. Very nicely done and pretty well integrated. You do have a nice little slide here in orange. Nice build for representing the back wall here with a nice print showcasing nice consoles for monitoring the minions and you know that this is Gru's lair. You do have a nice control panel. That's a pretty standard print, though it is outdated because it's being updated with a newer print. And then you get a little build for a washing machine here with a nice print on it. Shows that a couple of minions are actually trapped in there and being moved around. And going into the back here, you can see that it actually has a play feature where this flick fire missile is just being used to hold the front of the washing machine on there, so you can pretty much just kids can easily just spin it to their heart's content. Otherwise, it is on a flick fire missile, and it is, you can shoot out if you so choose to play it like that. That play option is there for you if you want. I do appreciate that. Again, pertaining to going over the build, pretty much it is that same standard 4 Plus thing that I talked about in a previous video, where it is designed, if you so break it like I just did, that you can easily reassemble it without much effort. That's just for the little kids, so they can easily just reassemble it as so and play with it like that. And you get a nice little tool rack down here, yellow, and then it just has a axe, the old style and the old style French, which is both pretty nice to get there. And then again, going over to the slide here, you do have a nice little handle to simulate like a ladder or something. But bringing one of the minions in here, you can actually just get them up there and slide them down. And then they crash into this little bin, which has a couple bananas in it, because if you've seen the movies, you know how much the minions love their bananas. And so that is pretty nice. Those are pretty loose. They just crash into them if they want to. And then you just have this little caution barricade where you can throw wherever you want, if you want to expand your play space a little bit or not. That is there for you to utilize. It's mainly supposed to be in front of this rail, which is a nice launching rail. It's actually for this cart thing, because it is supposed to be like a launch platform. So this just has a nice simple build to it, utilizing that one piece chassis there. Utilizes a lot of nice pieces here, some cones to represent some propulsion. You do get a printed console there. That is from Star Wars set, so it's not new. And then it just uses like the basic small wheels that don't require a tire, but you can easily fit a minion out on there if you want. So we got Kevin on there, and then I will admit that lining this up on the rail is kind of a pain, because you have to get it on there just right for it to actually work. But if you get it on there, it does fly right off, which is a nice little play feature. So if you have the gate there, you can crash into it if you want. But that is pretty much it for the build. Again, pretty basic 4+ build, but you do get a lot here. You do get some play features. Not that much, but you know, that does it for looking at the build. So let's move on to extra pieces, instructions, and the box, and then I'll meet you back up for my final verdict. Going over extra pieces, they're not typically something we see in 4+ sets, but this set has a couple of them, and they're all very interesting. You do get 2 of the extra flat tiles with the eye print for the brown eye there, 1 each for each of the minions, and then you have 1 extra piece of each of the hairstyles for the minions here, which is really nice to get extras of both of those exclusive parts there, which is really nice. But that does it for the extra pieces. And looking at the instructions, as you can see, mine was pretty badly shoved in the box, a little bit folded up here. Pretty much front cover, as always, is just the box art, missing a few things, including the little CGI Lego minion there. It's just replaced with that QR code for the scannable instructions. But front 2 pages just have that little thing of build each bag one at a time, and then the instruction little blurb about how to use the Instruction Plus app if you want to use it that way. Pretty standard build here, pretty easy to build given that it's a 4+ set, and it does result in 56 pages of building there. And then these back couple pages, we just have a cross-off for the entire Minions line for the movie. And then on the back, this page, we just have a nice cross-sell for that particular buildable Minions kit there for that set. And then you just have a parts list to reorder, or if you need to. Then back you just have that win thing with the generic minifigure there. So that does it for the instructions. So looking over the box, it's a pretty standard $20 size box for the 4+ line. You got the Lego logo up the top with the movie logo there. You got the set specs on the side down there with the set name actually highlighted in yellow, which they brought back from the 2012 superhero waves. Pretty interesting here. It does work for what the set is. Down in the bottom left, you do get that giant 4+ thing that's on all the sets of that type, just so you are aware that it is that type of set. On the other side here, we get this nice border here, consistent with all the other Minion sets, not consistent with merchandising for the movie though. And then interestingly, in the top bottom right corner, you do have that Lego-fied Minion there. It is auto. Just all sudsed up to correlate with this set. That does change from set to set, as we'll see as I continue with these reviews. You do get a little minifigure call out down there way at the bottom in between those two. Top of the box has auto sporting the actual size reference, and then back of the box you do get a bit of deviation from the standard box for 4+ sets. You do get a nice little product shot of the set in action with some of the play features. You do have that standard learn to build in the corner there, where it shows you how easy it is to assemble the set, as well as up top there you just get a little roll call of all the accessories and stuff that you get in the set. And something else to note is they have all these little drawings all over the box of like little schematics and things, some of them pertaining to the set, some of them don't, but it is a nice little effect all over the box. And then on that side you just get the minions again, which is pretty nice. But that does it for the box. So going over my final thoughts for the set, build wise, it is pretty par for the course with 4+ sets. Relatively simple build that is easy to reassemble if it's destroyed a little bit. So that's good. It's a relatively quick, easy build. Nothing too complex, nothing too small for a kid. So it more than succeeds there. Minifigure wise, we do get a couple minions, which is pretty standard. I think that maybe Gru could have been included in the set, but I understand the minions are way more popular. They sell way more, so I'm perfectly fine with the 2 figures that we did get for the set. Quality wise, my instructions were shoved into the box as I showed during the instruction portion of this review, as well as that panel with Gru's lair is kind of not printed very well, where the white of that poster board compared to what's on the box, as well as on that washing machine print too, that is pretty bad. So some QC issues there, so that's not very good. Price, again, 87 pieces for $20. Again, that is pretty much par for the course with these 4+ sets. They tend to have very few pieces, and what pieces they do have tend to be the bigger size for the builds. So they usually, it may seem like a lot for very little, but you actually, as you can see, get a fair amount of stuff for that $20. So if you have parts wise, it's very worth it. If you have a kid, it's also worth that $20. So all in all, this set gets a 9 out of 10 for me. I highly recommend it. It's very nice first foray into the Minions line, but I look forward to checking out more of this line. So again, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so you can check out more of those reviews. But that does it for this video. Comment below, let me know what you think about this set in the comments below. I always look forward to what you guys have to say and engaging with you. So until next time, keep building.